Hey, what's up? It is Hawk back with another video. Last video of August. Summer went by quickly. It's already the 31st. Anyways, let's chop it up. Let's talk about a trilogy or trilogies. I'm not going in depth with the topic, rather giving a bird's eye view, getting a basic understanding. If you know about sports, most likely American sports, you have heard of three-peat, which means winning 3 consecutive championships. A three-peat also means the occurrence or repetition of a phrase 3 times. Putting it together, three-peat is a combination of 3 and repeat. If you knew about three-peat, then you can loosely connect it to a trilogy. If not, then go ahead and ignore the last couple of seconds. Here's the definition of a trilogy. Wikipedia writes, a trilogy is a set of 3 works of art that are connected and can be seen either as a single work or as 3 individual works. They are commonly found in literature, film, and video games, and are less common in other art forms. 3 works are considered components of a larger work. Also exist such as the triumph, or the 3-movement sonata, but they are not commonly referred to with the term trilogy. You may have heard the term associated with the compilation album by Canadian singer The Weeknd, released back in 2012. It included his first 3 projects as well as 3 previously unreleased songs.
Break it down for me.
You can do a simple Google search and find movie trilogies that are commercially and critically successful, meaning that they are able to find a formula and keep it going. Readers of Empire voted in 2010 the greatest movie trilogies. Some of the trilogies listed include recognizable names like The Lord of the Rings from 2001-2003, Star Wars Episode IV, V, and VI, Back to the Future, The Matrix movies, etc. Globally known characters in films span over the multiple of decades. Listing more would be pointless, but you can see how a series of movies, 2 or more, can help define an era in pop culture and cinema. The same can be said for 2 or more games in a series or 2 or more albums in a series.
Okay.
Sometimes it is unnecessary to create a certain amount more of a media, since that might ruin a story or theme of content. Other times a trilogy is needed to help enhance the impact of a story. One example, Avatar: The Last Airbender. There are 3 books or 3 seasons of the show. Getting a 4th book or season would have been nice. The story was packaged nicely, beginning to end. A couple years later, the creators made a sequel, The Legend of Korra, which continues the story a few decades later. There are some extensions that don't need to be made and end up screwing up a series or franchise. Right now, I could list some trilogies needed for the culture, but that could go on forever, and leave that up to the people. But then again, some trilogies should have ended up being just one thing or became a franchise. All that is up to the critical success and popularity of the first film, book, show, video game, whatever. That is a brief rundown of a trilogy or trilogies. Let's leave it at that. Let me know if you like the content. Leave a like on the video. And if you are intrigued, subscribe for more content. Alright, peace out. Have a nice day. You can do a simple Google search and find movie trilogies that are curse. Really? Readers of Empire voted in 2010 the best greatest. Sometimes it is unnecessary to there are some extensions that don't need to be made and end up screwing up a series or franchise. Right now, I could list some trilogies needed for the culture. Some trilogies should have ended up being just one thing or became a franchise. Just gonna edit that. All that is up